back at the cabin. I am pretty exhausted and catching my breath. I still didn't bring my skidoo with me, so I used the good old trusty snowshoe method, except I switched up my usual ones. I have quite the collection of snowshoes, so I picked up, I think these are called otter feet or wolf feet, not sure. In the cabin I have bear paws, so I guess these would be otter paws. But yeah, and thank God I had these things because there is a lot of snow, and there will be a lot more snow coming just tomorrow, probably around 6 inches again. So a decent sized storm. We just had one finish yesterday, so there's a lot of fresh powder everywhere. Even with these monstrosities, I have to walk pretty wide, as you can see here, but I'm pretty tall, so it's okay. I'm guessing for a shorter person, might not be that comfortable. But even with these things, I sunk in the snow, probably, depending where, 6 to 10 inches. So yeah, a good workout all in itself. And I did finally bring, I didn't forget it this time, my good old trusty lantern that I restored on the channel. So go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But I did restore this thing. It is probably from the mid to late 1800s. Just a good old saloon hanging lantern. I did have to modify it, and in the video I had a candle in it, but now I repurposed an old lantern that I had here, and I turned it into a oil lantern. So yeah, it has a small wick on the inside. I'm pretty happy how it turned out. I'll unlock the door, head inside right after I finish catching my breath, that is, and we'll get started. Probably won't do much, split a bit of wood, but yeah, it is pretty late in the evening. It's around 4 o'clock. It's already starting to get dark, so I don't know how much time I'll have here. But thank you guys again for joining me. And remember to hit that like button, it really helps out a lot. And if you like the content, subscribe. Time to start lighting these bad boys. Anytime. Yeah. The way I set this up, I should be able to adjust this a little bit more. There we go. Should be good for now. It's really giving off some blinding lights here. I need sunglasses. Yeah, pretty cool. I have some candles and lanterns and such, but I really like just having hanging lanterns. They look cool, and they gave off a decent amount of light. I'm liking this one so far. I did make a makeshift shade that is a lot flatter than this. We'll see how this one gives off light. There's still a little bit of sunlight outside, so it is a little bit misleading in here. But yeah, pretty happy so far. I'll try to start just a small fire. Don't really want it to get super hot in here. Just for when I go outside, if I have to come inside, there's an emergency or something, at least it's going to be nice and toasty in here. What the hell was that? Frozen water bottle. Making some very small, well, I should say tinder and kindling. I just really don't have much. I have big pieces like this, but even that is too big. These little fireplaces are awesome also. It's so small and compact that, and I also, combination to that, I have a very short chimney. I probably have 6 or 7 feet of chimney that you don't need to warm it up. So another little convenience to have here at the cabin. I don't waste paper trying to heat up the chimney all the time. While the inside is heating up, the lanterns are burning, and I got an idea. I would really like a 4th lantern. At least I could have some pretty much in each corner. This lantern is filled with spider webs, and I kind of neglected it because the glass in the back broke. It's pretty much the only reason. But I do have a very cheap and lantern that I bought that leaks everywhere. So I'll see if I could trade the glass out of this one. This one is made in England. It is a very, well, you can see it's very old and it's a Tropic brand, I guess it is. I don't know. It's old and it's well made compared to the one that I bought at the dollar store for $4. I just wanted to see if it worked, honestly, and I got ripped off. Don't buy it. It sucks. It leaks from the base. It leaks everywhere. So I'll try to swap out this glass out of here and see if the lantern still works. Everything in here is brand new. The wick is brand new. I put just a bit of oil in here and kind of started pissing everywhere, so I just let it be. Oh, I barely touched it and it's already falling apart. That's okay, because I just want the glass. Oh. All the parts in here are good, so I'll keep it. But yeah, the wick, the base of it just leaks everywhere, so it's an absolute fire hazard. I'm pretty much just keeping it for decoration at this point. I'll try to not cut myself. There we go. So, these have a hinge on them. The glass pops out. You can see it's all broken. There's spider webs everywhere in it. Everything is still intact. It looks like it will fit. There we go. It's a little bit rusty, but it'll buff right out. This one, I'll try to put the glass back in. It's not that bad. I think it's about -5. No. I should be just fine. There. Looks like a spooky Halloween decoration with all the spider webs. Yeah, so the parts are still good. This hanger here is good. You guys a close up here. You really see here it's exploded. The glass is so thin. The old stuff is very, very thin. This stuff is just barely even tin. This cap here barely closes. It falls off if you touch it. Yeah. I mean, everything works like it's supposed to. The wick comes up and down and everything, so I thought, maybe it's going to be a good steel, but nope. It says on it like a warning, use kerosene, made in China. It's just the worst thing ever. Go and hang this thing up and load up the old / new workable lantern again. Do some proper kindling splitting. Other stuff with maple was way too hard. This is some super dry, punky poplar. So hopefully I should be able to. Oh yeah. I love this axe, it's awesome. As it just so happens, I bought some more lantern fuel, and this one is blue because it is cool water scent lamp oil. So, not that it smells like anything when it burns, but I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, when I smelt it, it smells like a fruity candy, I guess you could say. It'll go just fine in here. Nope. Now, time to bring this thing in the cabin and see if it will light. You guys probably can't see anything, but you're staring at the lamp. There we go. Works fine. That's awesome. I love oil lanterns. This one's actually running pretty low. Probably about a third full. So I'll put the rest of this bottle. There we go. The little bottles are actually pretty expensive. I find I think they're like $10 plus tax, so a good what, $12, $13. Well, yeah, whenever I can, I buy some, and I'll just dump them in this little vintage bad boy here. I believe I'm all out of daylight. That means the video needs to end here. Thanks again for coming to the cabin. Like I said, it is getting pretty late. The moon is out. Seems to be a good time to relax and take it slow at the cabin. I turn my little lights on. So I will do a little bit more work off camera. Like always, at the cabin there's always something to do. Today was a pretty slow little evening. I guess it wasn't during the day, it was during the evening. But I fixed my old lantern with the new cheap parts, new glass in it. Now it works like new again. I put a whole lot of trust in these snowshoes. They brought me here just fine. They'll support my weight pretty good. I split some kindling, which is always a must here because I really just love it when a fire starts easily, because with bigger pieces of wood it just takes forever. It takes a whole lot more paper, and I can't really get an abundance of paper here. So when I bring my starting material, which sometimes I know some people will say I should bring some birch bark, I have pretty much in sight right behind the camera. I have 2 birches. That's all I have, so I don't feel like stripping the bark off just for no reason if I have paper. Doesn't mean because I'm in the woods that I have to rely on the materials that nature gives me. Even if it's nice, I'll keep the bark for an emergency if one day that ever happens. I hope not, but we'll see. With my luck, you never know. Well, thanks again for watching. Like I said before, comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed the video. It really helps out a whole lot, and subscribe if you want to see more content.